Hi YouTube, my name is Heather and I love anti-emblem content here on YouTube. Today I am really excited for us to listen to 2 minutes of a Beachbody opportunity call where a Beachbody coach is telling the individuals who are attending the coach information session about how to be courageous. Just for some context, these are calls hosted for individuals who have yet to sign up as a Beachbody coach. The coaches who are in this call have invited individuals to join the call to learn about what it means to be a coach and how you make money and the different perks of being with Beachbody. So these individuals are not coaches yet. This is likely the first time they're hearing details about Beachbody. So just remember that as we're listening.
So I want to end with this is what if it worked? Because we talked about this a little bit. So instead of all the what ifs, I've been on a trend this week, right? We say, what if I fail? What if what if someone makes fun of me? Oh my gosh, what if Brianna mocks my Snapchat or my stories like she used to Beachbody coaches? What if?
This coach likes to talk about how she was so anti-Beachbody at the beginning and she thought it was a big joke and she would always make fun of Beachbody coaches. I think Beachbody coaches do this because it makes them seem more relatable, makes them connect with individuals who are unsure, wary about the structure or the company and whether they can actually make money. They can say, oh, look, I was unsure too. I didn't think I could do it too. And look where I am now. So it's just a way to make them seem more relatable, in my opinion, of course.
If. And this quote from Brene Brown is so encompassing of what we've talked about tonight. Courage has a ripple effect. So every time we choose courage, we make everyone around us a little better and the world a little braver. And our world could stand to be a little kinder and braver because we are leading from the front. We are leading our society.
So she's telling them to just change their mindset instead of being worried that people are going to make fun of me, I'm not going to make any money, I'm going to fail. She's telling you to switch it instead of saying, what if these negative things happen? Instead, say, what if it worked? What if I had success? What if I made an impact? What if I achieved my financial goals? She's saying if you have courage and you sign up for Beachbody, you are going to help the world become a better place. You're going to help people achieve their own health and fitness goals, which it's not true. We know you're not going to change anyone's life in Beachbody. This isn't really related to her message, but she's standing there in Las Vegas because she recently made it to One Star Diamond, where you can go to the new leadership conference. I said this in a previous video. I find it interesting that in Beachbody, you have to meet certain rank goals to have access to training. Now, who knows about how useful this training actually is, but if you get to Emerald, you get special Emerald training, then you get to put in a Diamond group, and then 1 star Diamond and above, you go to NLC, New Leadership Conference, and then to go to the Leadership Conference and get special leadership training, you have to be 5 star Diamond and above. Why can't you just have access to high quality training in Beachbody? How are you supposed to get to these fancy ranks if you don't have access to the training? It doesn't make sense to me. I know that's not really related and it's a little bit of a ramble. But let me know what you think about that below. I'd like to hear it.
That needs this more than ever, right? And so I want to...
Nobody needs Beachbody. No one. There are high quality fitness health products that you can get for much cheaper, and there are free YouTube workout videos and full programs that you can find all over YouTube if you just take a little bit of time and research it.
To challenge you to how can you show courage tonight? Okay. One way you can show courage is that if you have felt during this call, man, this is the nudge, right? The nudge of okay, I think this is what I need to be doing. I need to give it a shot, right? Because why not? What's the worst thing that happens? You're not going to get struck down by lightning. I'm trying to think what the worst.
And the point of the video will come in a few seconds, but the worst thing that could happen in Beachbody is you lose your $160 investment, you waste money on the coaching fee, you spend money to meet your personal volume requirements every month because you can't sell anything and you go into significant debt. You could alienate your friends and your family and your loved ones from you because you're just working constantly and the business is changing who you are as a person. You could miss out on time with your family and your children and miss big milestones in their life, even though this job is supposed to give you time freedom. There are lots of things that you can miss. There are a lot of things that could go wrong with joining Beachbody. And she's trying to make it seem oh, it's just $160 and then you're fine. Well, no, there's continuous investment if you want to be active and receive a paycheck.
Worst possible thing could happen. You post a story. I always have like a scared thing that I'm going to have like a piece of underwear on my floor when I post a story or something, and then like people are going to see that. I'm like, okay, so that's the worst thing that happens to me, like whatever. So if you are willing to be brave tonight, I really encourage you. So we're going to wrap this up. And if you're brave tonight, one, I need you to reach out to your coach, especially if you're watching the recording, because we're not going to know like if you're at this point, if you watch the recording, but if you are ready, if you are feeling courageous tonight and you're like, man, I just need to go for it, and they spoke to me, I want you to stay on the call tonight, and we're going to get you set up right now, right here, so that you can run straight into our coach mentorship group. And
so if you're courageous, you don't get off and go talk to your husband or wife or significant other. You just stay on the call and you sign up right then. I wonder why they're wanting you to do this. It's because they don't want you to put research in it and go look at available data about Beachbody and the structure of the Beachbody business. And they don't want you to think, they just want you to do. A lot of you watched the video I put up about Fraser Brooks, where why thinking is bad in MLM. It's bad in MLM because MLMs want to control the information that you have access to, and they want you to go to the people who are at the top of your company to get information, not research, and definitely not YouTube, because then you could come across Deanna Mims, who made it to 1-star diamond in Beachbody and barely made any money and gives really great analysis and factual information. No, they don't want you to do that. They want you to jump right in and not think about it. And she said, what's the worst thing that could happen? Well, I think if you just signed up for something like this, it was $160, which is a lot of money, without talking to your spouse or significant other, it could cause issues in your relationship. Of course, I think anytime something is costing your time or your money, you should talk to your spouse. You should involve them in the decision, because if you're living with them, chances are that they're your partner, potentially your life partner, and you should include them in these decisions, in my opinion. So there's significant risk to your relationships if you join Beachbody, especially in this way, because remember, these people are not coaches. They were invited to this information call to learn about what Beachbody is, and chances are they haven't really discussed much of it with their spouses or their significant others yet, because they don't know what Beachbody is. So just think about that.
We can get you going right away. So I encourage you, if you are a coach who's listening in, or if you're someone who just this doesn't seem like your thing, that's totally okay. And I want to say thank you for listening, and I hope you have a great evening. Feel free to hop off, but if you're ready to be courageous and sign up, we would love if you'd hop on the call. I'm going to end the recording and the sharing, and we can chat about options to get you set up. So thanks, everyone.
So what do you think about that? If you're courageous, you're going to sign up at this exact moment, even though you just learned about Beachbody coaching. It's not even an hour call, less than an hour ago. But if you don't sign up right now, you're not courageous and you're not brave. It doesn't make any sense. Of course, people are going to want to be labeled as courageous. They might say, oh, well, I'm courageous, so I'm just going to sign up right now, without thinking about how it could impact their relationship with their spouse or their significant other. I know that was a short video. I like to do shorter clips of these team calls, because if I were to do like an entire 50-minute team call, we'd be sitting here for like 3 hours, because I talk a lot. But let me know what you think about this. It's really like Fraser Brooks thinking process of don't think in MLM, just do. Don't doubt, just do. It's really like that kind of mindset in action here. Don't think about how it's going to impact you and your loved ones. Just do it and then deal with the consequences later. So that's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.